high school, volleyball player Maya Sands made waves up in Rock Falls. And now in her sophomore year of college and her first down at Mizzou, she was named the SEC Libero Volleyball Player of the Year. Earlier, we caught up with Maya on her skyrocketing career and remembering her roots.
We are so excited to be joined now by Maya Sands, a Rock Falls graduate, now down at Mizzou playing volleyball, making waves. Maya, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for having me today.
All right, we're super excited for you. You were named the 2023 SEC Libero of the Year. First of all, congratulations. And second of all, why don't you explain to people that maybe don't watch a ton of volleyball what a libero is and what this honor means to you?
Yeah. So basically the libero position is they're the main defenders of the court. They run the backcourt. They don't transition up to swing. We do first contact, so the first pass, and then we also dig all the hitters, and yeah, that's basically it. But
What was it like to you to win this award?
yeah, I mean, honestly, it was so surreal. Like I was in such shock when I found out, but I've dreamed of playing at this level ever since I started playing volleyball. And, I think the little girl in me is just so happy to see where I am today. And, it's taken a lot of hard work to get here, but I'm really so honored to represent this award. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to talk about a little bit of your story. I mean, you were a sophomore this year. You didn't even start at Mizzou, though. You transferred over. What has
Mhm.
it been like for you to kind of assimilate into this team and kind of find your footing over at Mizzou?
Yeah. I think the transfer portal, can be a really scary time. It was really hard for me to, leave all the friendships that I made out at UNLV. But when I hit the transfer portal, I looked at my options, and Mizzou kind of had everything I wanted in a school. The coaching staff truly is the best coaching staff I have ever met, and I played under Dawn Sullivan at UNLV, so I was already a little bit comfortable with her. And, it's a lot closer to home. And so my friends and family all got to come down and watch me play. And it was so special because that didn't get to happen last year. And so it was so fun for them to get to see me play. And, my teammates were just so awesome this year. And we just had such a great time. And it was easy for me to come in and play with a special group of girls. And, the Mizzou community is just awesome. And I think Mizzou is just where I'm supposed to be.
I love that. It's such a good feeling. And clearly it's paying off for you. I wanted to ask though, what was it like transitioning into college? I mean, do you still carry some of those lessons you learned from your days in high school in the Twin Cities?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think from a young age, like I learned, to work hard at everything I do. I think the people around me pushed me to be just a really hard worker. Being from a smaller town, it's a little bit harder to get more exposure or, to get a bigger spotlight on the big stage. So I think from a young age, I've just learned to give everything my 100%. And I think that has carried on with me throughout my entire life, and it has paid off. And it benefits me not only in volleyball, but also in life. And I am so grateful to have people who I grew up with in Rock Falls to push me to be a better person. And I'm very grateful that I grew up in a town like Rock Falls. So,
Before I let you go, I'm going to put you in the spot here a little bit. You still
yes.
got 2 more years at least at Mizzou. I mean, what are you looking forward to in the 2024 season and beyond?
Yeah, of course. I mean, this year we were kind of going through a little bit of rebuilding year, and we ended up being really, really successful. And so I think I'm just most excited to see our growth. And we started really well this year, and we did really well. But I'm just excited to see how much further we can go, and just see all the relationships I build throughout the rest of my career here at Mizzou. And I'm just really excited to see what the future holds for us.
Her future is certain to be bright.